Greetings and salutations. I'm Sir Cracker, and I hope you all are having yourselves a great day.
Hey!
Alright, well, I'm the Only Sir Cracker, and that was a quick update. Hey there, this is the Only Sir Cracker, and I'm coming to you from the front yard today. It's the Only Sir Cracker. Guess what? I knew the camera was on the entire time, because I'm having fun with you. Well, I decided to bring out my lemon tree. I figured, you know what, it could use a little bit of, not so much the sunlight, but the heat, and feel, you know, like it should, naturally. If you remember, it broke off, the main stem broke off here. This is actually a branch that I'm trying to convince that it's actually the main stem. And it appears at the top to be growing now like a main stem, so maybe I've convinced it. It only took, you know, a long time. And then I'll turn you around to my pepper plant. So I have this yellow bell pepper here. Not looking too hot, but better than not. And then, of course, I've got a lot of dead foliage on my cucumbers. And then over here I've got a bunch of great little cucumbers hiding in here. There's a few of them. There's one, I think, down in here someplace. So, a bunch of little cucumbers. And then I trimmed up my daughter's plant because it was just ruthless. And then a bunch of stuff's got to go in the compost. All of the sunflowers I've taken down because they all were falling down. I got to empty those containers out and take care of that. This end one here, this is a jalapeno, and it seems to be doing pretty good. I still don't know what these two are. They have decided not to tell me yet. They're holding on to their little secret. And then the tall one here, of course, is a banana, and I think there's another banana right next to it here. Kind of hard to tell. And then 3 tomato plants hiding there in the corner. And it's hard to see all of it with all this gunk that needs to be cleaned up and put in the compost. However, I will get to that here shortly. Alright, now I'm on the other side of the fence, and I just thought I'd show you. I've got a couple of cabbages. One of them, it looks like, this one here in the black pot, is getting pretty big. Alright, let's go down to the end, and I'll show you the other part of the garden. While we're walking down here, you can see that there is a ton of grass clippings. Look at all these grass clippings. Yes, the grass was really long. And no, I do not have a lawnmower that can clean it all up. So this means I will either have to rake it up or just let it dry. So we'll see. Let's go down here to the end, which I do need to water pretty bad. These peppers are looking pretty dry, but of course let's start down here at the end where I like to start every time. My 3 trees, they're growing. They're a lot bigger than they were this spring. I believe it's going to be the last year for this. It's pretty old, and I don't know, I think it's the last year. I might just pull it out and say goodbye to my rhubarb. I might. We'll see. Of course, 3 empty barrels. And then the apple tree is here. And I have jalapenos. Hey, look, there's a red jalapeno. I bet that is perfectly ready to be eaten. What do you guys think? Does that look good? Look at that color red. It's almost like a tomato. Yum. And of course, the blueberries look, well, dead. And something is different. Look at that. Alright, so these were falling over, dying, and looking really nasty and gross. I still got like a leaf here that's got to go. But what I did is I trimmed everything back, hoping that I can get some brand new growth on them. Because there's some suckers in here. You know, the weather's getting cooler. And I figure might as well try to get some new fresh growth. I, of course, neglected the crud out of it and didn't water them very well. Strawberries are doing. And oh, look. Yep, I tied it up with some yarn. We'll see how that turns out. Definitely not doing it this way next year. Just saying. Definitely not. These look really poor, really bad. Not happy, not healthy. Although the top's got nice growth on it. Yeah. Hindsight. Well, I'll tell you what. Next year I'm gonna make a trellis out of them, kind of. 4 posts and then probably 5 or 6 cross members that go all the way around them, and they can grow right up the middle of it instead of, well, this. Ooh, they're looking pretty good. This one's really nice. Look at that one. Yeah, I'm gonna make me some sauerkraut with those because they're gonna start getting big heads on them pretty soon. And of course my onions are starting to grow and look good again. And then there's some over here that are growing and looking good again. Hey, there's my dude. Alright, well, that's pretty much it.
Hey there, friends. It's me, yet again. So this belongs to my daughter. She's at school right now. I should be at work, but I'm sick. But, I've been looking out the window at this all day. It's definitely died back. I know there's a little bit of green growth on top, but I don't think we're gonna see any more fruit off of it this year. And I have some potatoes that need to be put in the ground. So I am seriously thinking about pulling this out and planting some potatoes in here. And coming home to the wrath of my 5-year-old being angry with me. As a matter of fact, pretty much everything I think is starting to die off now. Our nights are getting really cold. The cucumbers, they're definitely done, I think. I just harvested 3 more off of them, but they're losing all their color. Excuse me. The peppers, though, the peppers look like they're still putting on fruit. So we'll keep them around for a while. I mean, look at these. This is so crazy. Blossoms and stuff all over this thing. It's just totally loaded. Which will be nice. I'll be able to pickle some more of those. Oh, that'd be good. So, but I'm going to leave all this here for now. And then I'm just going to go ahead and, well, rip this out of the ground. Well, folks, there it is on the ground. Well, both the plants. And then I decided to go ahead and leave this. It's still got brand new buds coming on it, so it may actually perk back up again. We'll see. And it had a baby. You'll see down here, let me move the gate. Seeds fell out and it had a baby. Marigolds are so awesome. And then I planted those little teeny baby red potatoes, and then put some fresh compost over the top of them. So we should, hopefully, if everything goes the way it's supposed to, it should grow a little bit, and maybe, if I'm lucky, we'll have some potatoes for Christmas. There was a pepper plant in here too that she put in, and she got 1 pepper off of it. Look how long it is. It's like 2.5 feet long. I've got the root ball still on it. I'm going to trim all this dead stuff off, and then I'm going to hack it so that it's probably, I don't know, about 6 inches or so, and put it in a pot and put it downstairs in my makeshift grow room and see if I can get this to grow again. It had a pepper on it. I don't know what kind it was, but it looked really interesting. So, alright, well, that's pretty much it for my little update. Y'all have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Hey there friends, I'm the Only Sir Cracker, and today I am in the garden. It is September, the end of September, and I thought I would take you along and show you a little bit of what's still growing on. A lot of things are new, and a lot of things are old and leaving, like for instance the pickles and the cucumbers. They gotta come, they gotta go out, they're done. And so on. So I've got a bowl, it's empty. Let's go see if we can get this thing filled and follow along. All right, see you in a bit. All right, well, I've got some onions in the dehydrator. I just put them in here. There's only a few on the top, but so they're outside on the barbecue because onions in the house are horrible. Okay, so I'm over here, I'm looking at some orange bell peppers. These things are a little, they're ready to be picked, but they're a little stumpy and weird. It's a bell pepper, believe it or not, even though it doesn't look like it. So we'll put that in our box. And there's another one up here. Oh, and this one's bad. Looks like it's got some, well, it almost looks like a blossom end rot, but I bet it's from like sunburn or something. So that can go in the compost pile. Okay, and then here we're looking at, I believe this is the banana pepper. And look at all of these peppers on here. None of these are ready to be harvested yet because they're not big and yellow yet. But look at all of them underneath here. Every one of these flowers is produced a pepper, and next to it there's tons more flowers, and it looks like it might be a bell. So very interesting. Ooh, and there is some jalapenos. They're still a little babyish, so they're not quite ready either. And then this is a tall one, and I'm guessing by the shape of this is also a banana pepper. So let's keep moving on. Alright, so here's the little girl's garden, and I pulled up all the tomatoes that were in here, and I'm looking, and I don't see any potatoes pulling its heads up just yet. But it does look like that the marigolds are getting ready to bloom again. There's tons of blossoms in here getting ready to pop, so that's kind of cool. Little fall color. And marigolds, of course, they put off a beautiful fall color, that bright orange. Well, here's one. Came from seed this year. It fell down or something, and it's growing in the cracks of the bricks that are really filthy and dirty and gross and gotta be cleaned up. Ew. Well, so far I've only got the one orange bell. Man, I hope I get more. Oh, here's some Walla Walla sweets. They're looking really green and vibrant and happy. Well, this is pretty good. There's a few in here. And of course the cabbage is just now starting to think about putting on some new heads. Welcome to my problem. I have had squirrels, and they really like to help themselves to my tomatoes. So if they're ripe, they take the tomatoes. Darn it, animals. I gotta get out here more often and pick them. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe this. But the peas are sticking their heads out of the ground. Look at that. Pretty cool. And they'll climb right up this wire, and we'll have pea pods pretty soon. And down below the peas, looks to me like a bell pepper. And it's kind of small, and it doesn't quite look like it's ready to be plucked or picked just yet. And next to it, looks like I've got some banana peppers. A little blemish there. And they're still looking kind of green. And of course, here's a tomato. Oh, look, there's some tomatoes up there. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be able to get to these before the squirrels get to them. Oh, look at that. So there's one. Oh my gosh, they're so high up in the air, I can barely reach. There's one over here too. Let's see if I can get that one. Oh, the stem came off of that one. This one's not quite red, but I better grab it just in case. Not too shabby. Oh, there's one hiding back there. Look at that. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, now that, my friends, that's a First Lady tomato. Yum. Oh my gosh. Okay, my bowl's getting a little bit more full. No, that is definitely not a tomato. Oh, looky, looky. That, my friends, that's a jalapeno. And it's ready to be picked. Look at the color on that. Wow. And I can tell you right now, for me, that is the hottest pepper I ever want to put in my mouth. Anything hotter than that, my goodness, I'd have to go to the emergency room. That's just insane. So, that's a good pepper. Yum. So there's a few green ones on here, but they're not quite ready yet. Let's see. Oh, look, here's one. You know what I think I want to do next year? Just for the fun of it. I think I want to cross-pollinate some jalapenos with banana peppers and see what happens. I think that would be kind of fun. Alright, well, there's the last somewhat red tomato that I'll be able to get today. I think on the windowsill for a few. It'll ripen up a little bit more and it'll turn out to be a little bit more, say, red and beautiful. Well, let's see. And I'm not seeing any spinach coming up here. Not yet. Oh, maybe. Those might be a little bit of spinach growing in there. Oh, there's some over here. Oh my goodness. There's some little spinaches in here. Alright, well this is definitely done for the year, so we'll go ahead and pull this rhubarb out. And you know what? The thing about rhubarb, I don't know why I grow it. Is honestly, I don't like it. I don't eat it. I mean, somebody would pay good money for this. And I let it go to the compost because I just don't have any desire. I'm not going to take them all off because I don't want to kill the plant, but I'll get all these ugly ones here that are dead and chewed up out of the way. But I kind of keep it around, you know, because my mom grew it all the years of my childhood and loved it, so looks like it could be used to be dug up and put some more compost in there, though. It's pretty low. But back to what we're looking at. Look at, I got spinach coming up. And it's pretty thinned out. It's not as thick as I would have liked. And again, I think that's because the damn squirrels came in here and they helped themselves to my sprouts. So, yeah, there's one right there, I guess. I don't know if you can see it with the shadow. Sorry. The sun just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Aww. Isn't Cleo so cute? She's got a lei around her neck. Because yesterday we went to Spokane Valley Fest, which is kind of like a big fair, basically. They had a petting zoo and music and a lot of vendors and stuff. And she wanted to look pretty because everybody kept calling her a boy. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Oh, he's so adorable. And she had that look in her eye like, excuse me, I'm not a boy. I'm a girl. Isn't that right, Cleo? You know, or you just sunbathing and enjoying yourself. Alright, well, this is the end of September. It will be October here pretty soon. It's getting pretty darn cold at night. Pretty darn cold at night. I want to thank you so much for coming and visiting with me yet again. I know it's kind of a short visit, but gives you the opportunity, and me in the future, to be able to watch these and see, oh yeah, I remember that year, I remember what I did and what happened. So, alright, well, this is what I've got. It's not the most impressive harvest. As a matter of fact, this year is quite depressing. The peppers are doing okay. I didn't get as many bell peppers this year as I normally like, but I did get a lot of jalapenos and a lot of banana peppers, lots of onions. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so the blueberries are definitely dead. I just did not do the blueberries right. I'm going to probably end up pulling them up and throwing them away. They're not going to come back. They're dead. So, I think their problem was really it's the first year and they didn't get enough sunlight and they probably didn't get enough water and they probably didn't get enough of whatever else. So I'll try them again next year in a half pot probably. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and wait. The apple tree, of course, had one apple on it and it was not ready. It was not juicy or anything. It was just dried out and kind of gross on the inside like a pear. It didn't have a lot of flavor on it, but I'm going to wait until probably, January, February, and I'll show you that when we get to it. And I'm going to cut the apple tree, take the center of it out, and trim up the branches. But I want to wait until after all the nutrients and stuff get sucked back out of the leaves and it goes into dormancy. I want it to be a dormant apple tree when I go to cut it. Especially being the fact that it's its first year, yeah. So I want to make sure it's gonna be okay. So I didn't cut it this year because I wanted it to be a little bit more established, and so, well, that's this backyard. Hopefully, if everything goes the way it's supposed to, I won't be here next year. Instead, we will be in a new house. And to prepare for that, pretty soon here, I'm going to start pulling these barrels out and put them on the side of the house like I did last year. And, yeah, just doing what I got to do, you know, getting ready to move. And if we don't move, which we will, but if we don't move, I'm not doing the garden next year, I don't think, or at least back there. I might just move it. Ooh, I got in the shade and got dark. I might just have to garden on the side of the house or in an apartment or find some place for my barrels to go, because I'm not moving them back again. It is definitely back-breaking to get them there and to get the dirt there. I mean, they're like 300 pounds a piece. They're solid. Yeah, it's crazy. And then, of course, my hand trimmers or clippers for cutting bushes and stuff. I misplaced it. Well, I didn't. Somebody borrowed it and then didn't put it back where they go. So I can't find them now in my messy garage with my 1955 Hudson hiding in there. Shh. But the roses have got to be trimmed back again before fall. Although, if I'm not going to be here next year, what does it matter, right? Let the next person worry about it. Gotta get the lawn mowed, gotta get raked. And I got no energy to do it. I'm so out of energy. Today is carpet cleaning and shampooing the carpets and all that kind of stuff before the weather gets too cold. And then I won't be able to do it at all. So, I've been pretty busy. And the next thing, that I want to tell you, if you want to see more about what happens, and it's a little easier for me to not have to put together a video and shoot a little movie-like thing, throughout the day I take pictures randomly, whatever happens that's gardening or food-related, and I put them on Facebook. And there's a thing there called Sir Cracker's Garden. And if you go in and look it up, type in Sir.Cracker Garden, you know, three words. There's a group page there. It's open. Anybody can join. And please, follow along and feel free to ask questions and show off your garden and your things that you're doing and share and that kind of thing. So, all right, well, the battery on my phone is starting to die. So I'm gonna have to let you go. I got more stuff I gotta do and that kind of thing too. So, all right, I am the only Sir Cracker, and I have messy hair today.
I apologize. You all take it easy, and yeah, thank you so very much for everything that you do. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye for now.